What is Vital Hero? You're about to find out. Welcome back to another Techstination interview. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us from Bandai Namco Toy and Collectibles America is Senior Brand Manager Selah Estrada. Hi, Selah.
Hey, how you doing, Fred?
Terrific. Well, let's dive in. What is Vital Hero?
Vital Hero. Oh my goodness, it has been such a long path to get this product here, and I am so incredibly excited. Everybody in the office is abuzz. Vital Hero for us is truly gamified activity, right? I'm sure you're familiar with, say, Tamagotchi, where you're raising and you're training and you're nurturing, and you have that kind of like digital pet component to it, right? Vital Hero is a wearable, as you can see, I'm wearing it right now, is a wearable gamified activity band that allows you to train and raise and battle a digital monster character. And the difference, the big difference here is that this is something that you do actually wear daily, right? All of your activity outside of the things that you actually do in band help evolve and strengthen your digital monster character to where you can actually win battles. It keeps you active, it keeps you having fun, and it's very interactive, which is why we like to say it is, truly interactive, wearable, gamified activity.
Well, tell us about that play experience, and I understand it evolves over time too.
Yes. So I'll show you kind of this one right here. So we have 3 different colors. This one right here is blue. You probably can't see it too much on the screen, right? But each band actually comes with something called a DIM card. And now there is an actual chip that goes into this, and that chip gets inserted into the band, and that is where your character lives. And now once it makes it onto the band, you start with a little egg, and then that egg slowly hatches. And after 4 hours, that egg turns into a character, right? Your digital monster character. And after those 4 hours happen, you actually are prompted to complete activity missions. So there's about 4 or 5 activity missions like squash, crunches, squats, dashing a certain amount of steps, shadow boxing, which is really fun and exciting. And each time you do it, you have different times and different quantities that you have to complete in order to evolve your character, right? And then after you complete the mission, you actually win a trophy, and that's what helps your character evolve to be stronger and better. And it automatically prompts you into a battle, which you're either going to win or you're going to lose based off of how much you've been training and how active you are wearing the band. The great thing too is each of these individual bands comes with its own character, and they all have exclusive evolutions. So we have a blue band, a black band, and then we also have a red band that's actually exclusive to Walmart. So you can only find it at Walmart, and it has its own specific character that you will not be able to find anywhere else. So we try to make it really fun, for collectors, for kids to really experience with a mixture of, a digital monster and an activity that really allows you to be truly engaged with it on a day-to-day basis.
And kids can connect with friends wearing these as well?
Yes. So the play pattern is very much, solo play and friend play, right? So the entire ecosystem of this is really, you can do it by yourself if you want to, when you're at home, when you're outside, when you're playing. And then if you have a friend who does have the Vital Hero band, there's actually something called a versus chip. Looks almost exactly like the DIM chip. And once you insert it into your band, it takes your digital monster character off of your band, and then you insert that chip into your friend's band, and it transfers your character onto your friend's band, and they actually battle in the other band. And outside of that, right, who doesn't want to compete with their friends on missions? So if you and I both had a band, we could be like, who can do, 2,200 steps the fastest, right? Who can do the crunches the fastest, or who can do these missions the fastest? And then you can see your different evolutions. And if you happen to have the same band, no evolution is the same. So you and I could both have the blue band, and based off of what activity we do and what missions we do, we could end up with an entirely different character at the end of the day or every step of play.
And will there be different DIM cards that can be added on to put in here, or would you need a whole?
Yes, of course. So as I mentioned, each band comes with a DIM card, right? It's that first DIM card, that first digital monster character that you get. And then after that, we do have 3 sets of 2 DIM cards. So I can show you right here. These are them. So we have these 3. These are additional sets, and each set comes with 2 in it. So you get not only one, but you get two digital monster characters, and they're really fun because not only is it the digital monster character, but they all come from different regions. Right? So this one right here is Volcanic Beat and Blizzard Fang, which means that one of the digital monster characters that you're going to get is going to be like a volcano, from a volcano region, right? And then the other one is going to be from a cool region, which would be Blizzard Fang. So you have all of these different characteristics to your actual digital monsters that you get to incorporate in that play pattern. And of course, if your friends have them, again, no evolution is going to be the same.
Does it also tell time?
Of course.
So kids have an excuse to wear this toy to school.
Yes, of course. So, how this entire thing works, right? So again, this is a game, it's a wearable activity band, but it does have the standard watch functions. So you do have, a watch face, right? There's an adjustable band to it, so you can make it as small or as large as you want. There is a sleep mode on it as well. So you can put your digital monster to sleep if you don't, if you're, eating dinner or you're getting too busy, right? One of the things to note though, is it does require constant engagement. So almost similar to like a Tamagotchi, if you don't engage with it or do activity or wear the band for more than 24 hours, your digital monster character will die, which means you have to start all over again to build up to get those evolutions and to complete those missions, or you're not going to be able to win the battles, right? So going back to the band outside of the watch face, it does have a motion activity sensor, and that's how it is tracking all of your activity. It is fully COPPA compliant, so nobody else can look into the band. We're not tracking you or anything like that, but it does track your motion and your heartbeat. So it allows your digital monster to grow and evolve based off of your activity and based off of your heartbeat. So when you have a faster heartbeat, it means it's, essentially signaling your digital monster that you're being active. And that's what's helping it evolve faster.
Parents, I assume, are going to find some double meaning in this too, if you're nurturing and strengthening the little monster.
Yes. They definitely will. And we were actually doing, some live shoots, right? Because we're launching a brand. So we have a bunch of stuff happening to really kind of substantiate the brand and get all of our content and get everything ready. And we were doing some live shoots with parents and kids. And I cannot tell you how excited the parents were when they came up to me and I was there. They were like, this is the coolest product ever. My kid is running around having fun. They don't even know they're exercising. They don't know they're doing activity. And it's all underneath the guise of them just wanting to battle and train and have their digital monster be more evolved than their friends. And the kids loved it. They did not want to stop putting it down. Even when we weren't shooting them, all they were doing was running in place so they could evolve their digital monster character.
Motivation. Absolutely.
Yes.
So tell me about the battery life on this, how often it needs to be charged up.
Yeah, so it actually comes with a full USB charger. Yep. So when you open the actual package, you not only get the bands, you get the DIM card, you get a USB charger, you get the instructions, and then you also get the Versus chip, which is this right here. And this is what you use if you want to battle your friends and put your digital monster character in somebody else's band. Now, the band actually comes charged. It comes about 50% charged. So you can put it on, you can put your DIM card in and hatch your character and play with it for a little bit. And then that night, you're probably going to want to charge it fully. And then based off of how active you are with it, it could last for, days to a week of being charged, depending on how active you are. If the kid or the parent, because I had a lot of parents say that they wanted to wear one too, so they could be active with their kids, wears it daily and, is doing a lot of activity and a lot of missions, you should probably charge it every night, just like you would your phone or just like you would a game or anything like that, just to make sure you're fully ready to play the next day.
Well, what's the age range this is intended for? And I assume the band is adjustable enough. You're saying some parents want to wear it.
Oh, yeah.
And then it goes all the way down for the younger kids.
Yes. So our intended age range for this is 8 to 12. Boys specifically, but as we all know, I'm a girl and I wear this all over the place. You just see me running and squatting and doing jumping jacks and different types of missions in the office because I'm trying to evolve my character. But what we found is that it definitely, it can skew a little bit older, right? So like that teen area, and a little bit younger as well. It's very intuitive when it comes to really understanding the play pattern, putting it on, what we found when we were working with the kids during our photo shoots is they put it on and I explained the concept to them and they just took off. They were gone in like 5 minutes. I was like, all right, well, have fun. I don't need to tell you anymore because you already know how to play. All I wanted to do was put in more dim cards and evolve more characters and, collect them all and have fun with it. And to your point, the band is fully adjustable. So there are, goodness, at this point, I want to say maybe like 8 notches on the band. So you can make it as small or as large as you want. It does fit children and adults because there will be some adults out there who want to play it for themselves because it is really fun, but then also just want to have it so they can have that activity with their kids. And it's a way to bond and a way for them to do things together that is game and fun for the kid, but also the parent gets something out of it.
Yeah, just shooting for 10,000 steps is pretty boring, isn't it?
It is. It definitely is. And the great thing about it too is all of the missions that you have to do. Once you complete one, so say I decide that I want to do, a crunch mission, right? The first time we'll be like, you have to do 15 crunches. And then you complete the mission and it prompts you into a battle. The next time you do that mission, it's going to say you have to do 30 crunches. So you're not repeating the same mission over again. You're doing the same mission, but you have to do more in order to get that payoff, in order to win, to evolve, and then to battle.
So this works with an app as well. So the content, the progress gets downloaded. Is it meant for the kids to have the app on a phone or the parents to have the app on a phone?
Is more so the entire ecosystem of play is really in the band. The app is more of like a storage device, right? So in the band, you can actually store 2 additional digital monster characters. So I could have 3 characters in this band, and I could be like, you know what, today I want to play with Agumon because I've already evolved, Gabumon a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to this character and evolve him and do missions with him, and then, so on and so forth. The app specifically allows you to store an additional 4 characters on it. So if you're collecting all the dim cards and you're really playing, right, and you're evolving all your monsters and you want to switch between based off of which dim cards your friends have to, which one you're going to be able to win against, you can store them in the app and then access them very easily. The app is fully COPPA compliant and CARO compliant as well. So kids can have access to it. It is for them to kind of store their digital monster characters. And there's some additional things that they can do in the app as well. But none of that comes back to the band because everything you do in the band is what actually helps evolve and grow your character.
And is there a way for parents to be able to see the activity levels?
Yeah, of course. So in the actual band itself, there are a lot of different settings. So you have the status settings, which is where you can kind of see your hit power and your attack power and how, your digital monster character has been leveling up. You have your trophies settings to where you can see all of the different trophies that you've won from the missions and the battles that you've done. Then you have the missions, and then you have your general settings, which is where you can adjust like the brightness and the screen and those types of things, and your time if you want to recalibrate your heart rate. And then you also have, your general status, which allows you to kind of see what the Digimon character has done, where you're at, and where your next level up is going to be.
Is there a tricky question here, I guess? Is there a school mode?
A school. So that is going to be entirely dependent on what the school allows and what the parent allows. So with that being said, there is no school mode, but you can, on the back of the band, you can actually switch it off and it won't make your digital monster die. So if you are at school, you can switch it off and it can, it will just kind of be a band. But what we recommend is usually for kids, if they're not allowed to play games at school or not allowed to bring it to school, then you leave it at home. You play it in the morning before you go, you leave it at home. And then when you come back, you put the band back on and you do activity. If you're really, seasoned in being able to control yourself at school, then you can wear it to school. So all of your steps and all of your activity allow your digital monster to grow. I'm just sure that teachers and parents wouldn't want you to and do any battles and engage with it like that.
It's not making noises and things during class.
No. So the only noises it would make is if your character evolves. So as an example, when you first put your band in, your band on and you put your dim card on, your egg is there, and then it makes like a little beeping noise as your character evolves and you see the character evolve on the screen. Or as an example, if you're, outside, because battling after missions isn't the only way to do it. Again, the play pattern here is so extensive and there's so much to do that there's really kind of never ending, play component to it, which is really fun. So there's 3 ways to battle. So you have the battles that get prompted after you actually complete a mission. And then you have the battles that you can do with the versus chip that we kind of talked about, where you can play with your friends outside of doing missions with them. And then the band is actually fully NFC compatible. So any NFC device out there, and I'm talking any tap to pay station, any cell phone, a Wii, some Nintendo Switches have NFCs in them, like bus passes, like where you actually go and swipe your bus pass, vending machines, basically anything that has an NFC component into it. If you tap your band to it, it will automatically prompt a battle. So imagine if you're a mom or dad in the grocery store, right, and your kids get a little fussy or they don't want to stand there, you can literally just have them have the band on and go to the credit card machine. And if they tap it, they're going to be completely distracted because they're going to be trying to win or lose a battle.
That's wild. So when can people get them and how much do they cost?
Yes. So they are currently up on pre-sale right now on Amazon. But they will be launching channel-wide for purchase and available now come July 22nd and July 30th. So pre-sales for Amazon now, and they're $64.99 for the band and $19.99 for the actual 2-pack of the DIM cards. Walmart's exclusive band, which is the red one right here, and its exclusive DIM card, will be launching in stores around July 22nd. And then Target, which is also carrying the band as well, which will be carrying the black and the blue bands, they will be launching in stores around July 30th. So you'll be able to purchase it on Amazon for Prime come July 22nd and Walmart July 22nd. And then you can go to Target for the black and the blue as well for July 30th.
And when the kids go back to school in the fall, their gym teachers are going to say, what happened?
Oh, of course. Of course. They definitely are, because they're going to be running around like crazy this summer, not knowing what to do because they have Vital Hero on and they're just doing all kinds of missions and activities. And I tell you what, like the great thing is it's really fun. I'm an adult and I'm playing with this, even though it's a kid's toy, and it honestly is so engaging and so fun. And you have a lot of activity with it, right? So it makes you feel like you're kind of connected to it. You want to see what your character can do. You want to accomplish all the missions. You want to see how much you can do and what characters you're evolving to. I've started over a couple times because I'm trying to get to a different evolution. And me and my coworker, we were literally running around the office, each doing the same missions. And I got an evolution of a character. And I was like, how come I got this character and you got that character? We did the same thing. I want your character, and then you got to work for it. And it's honestly very fun.
That's terrific. For more information, where can people go?
Yes. So we have a full wide range of our channels, which will be the Vital Hero official channel. So we have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We will have a YouTube channel as well, which is where you can actually find all of our how-to videos. So we're going to have, a first how-to video, which is basically like an unboxing. Here's everything that comes in the box. Here's how you set it up. And here's how you kind of get your Vital Hero band started. And then after that, we'll be having incremental how-to videos on how to master the game, on how best to do missions and how best to battle and the different things that you can do inside the band. And then we do have our website as well, which will be, www.vitalhero.com. And that's where you can kind of find all of the information on the bands, what the band does, how you can use it, the instructions, and then any additional information for it as well.
Terrific. That site again is vitalhero.com. Selah Estrada, thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Of course. Thank you. This has been great. I'm so excited for everybody to have this product and for it to come into market. I can't wait to see a bunch of kids running around with Vital Hero.